If you've ever set up a themed traveler's notebook and then completely abandoned it halfway through the month, this video is for you. This is my Valentine's travel notebook setup. So a seasonal setup in my no rules TN. There won't be tracker setups or like an index or a monthly dashboard or anything like that. It'll just all be vibes basically. But I'm just, I'm going to set it up decoratively so it actually feels inviting to come back to. So this particular traveler's notebook I got in 2015 and I like the inside more than the outside. So I flipped it inside out. So the Eiffel Tower, that was all like the inside fabric. Okay, let's get started. So the first thing I wanted to do was to add some texture, and I got the most creative and generous rack a few years ago. I think it was from Nancy R. or Jennifer L. My mind gets a little bit foggy because they've both sent me such beautiful things. But anyway, thank you so much to whoever sent me that beautiful rack. It was all packaged. Like it was a bunch of Valentine goodies and they were all packaged in this bag, which I'm never throwing away or giving away. But I just really wanted to use it because it was just lonely in a storage box. My favorite part of traveler's notebooks are the pockets on the inside cover, but this one doesn't have any. So I figured I would use some like stationery packaging that I've been hoarding for like years. I like it because it has like 2 plastic tiers to it. So I'm going to decorate it, fill it up, and then just just use a binder clip to stick it to the fabric cover. But what's good about it is that it's portable, so I can just unclip it and stick it in like my purse if I'm going to go on a crafty date, or if I'm going to, do some planning or like using in another journal, I can just grab that stash, that like pre-packaged stash that's in here. I'm going to be adding Valentine's Day journaling cards in here, sticky notes, and extra festive paper, so I can just grab those when I feel like journaling. And you can also make one of these stash pockets using like old packaging that you might have as pen pal mail. So you can write a letter on a note card, stick it in there, include washi samples, add ephemera for goodies, even a tea bag, some sequins to make it sparkly, and you can send this pretty flat to a pen pal in like a 6x9 envelope. So that's another fun like Valentine's Day idea. Again, this would be perfect for a pen pal, but for now it's serving as a portable stash that I can clip in and out of different journals. Also, I save so much time digging through my stash when I already have what I'm potentially going to use on hand. Next, I'm adding 2 tabs to these, 2 page tabs to each of the plastic tiers, just so it's easier to distinguish that there's 2 plastic tiers there, and so that I'm careful, because there's so many times throughout this video where I thought I ripped the packaging and everything was just going to be for naught. So just be careful if you're going to do this, because sometimes the packaging is a little bit like flimsy. But yeah, these tabs were so helpful in just making sure that I stop and I take my time and care with it. I decided to remove the Valentine's Day sack because it had a lot of red and it just didn't feel cohesive with my stash pocket, which was super pink. What's stash pocket? Is that like, there has to be a better name for this, like stash dangle, stasharoonie pack? Oh goodness. Next, I'm making a temporary cover for my burgundy insert. So it's just gonna go in here loosey-goosey. If I had a laminator, I definitely would laminate this and then add a pocket so it's functional. But again, it's like all vibes here sometimes, folks. Sorry about that. Home base looks a lot more balanced now, and I'm really happy about it. I just felt like the red from the Valentine sack was overpowering the pink of my pocket. But yeah, I'm just gonna, add a journaling card here, just clip it in so that I have easy access if I want to use that for a layout. It's not like permanently taped in there or glued down or anything. Or I can just, leave it as is for inspiration. But you can use like washi to adhere it, or like mini clothespins might add a little bit more interest. Next, I'm going to create some stash rest stops. If these have an official name, like please let me know what they are. Basically, they're photos and paper and tags and journaling cards that are temporarily clipped into my journal cover, for my insert cover, for like easy access and temporary inspiration. Let me know if there's a name for this though. It's kind of like tip-ins, but like temporary tip-ins. So yeah, these temporary tip-ins, I'm going to scatter these throughout my journal, and they're paper scraps, paint chips, journaling cards, tags that I'll potentially want to use later. But in the meantime, until they get used, they serve as inspiration. There's nothing more I love than like layering papers and colors and patterns and textures, and this makes journaling feel so much easier for me, not harder. I'm bringing back the Valentine's sack because I cannot, I just have to see it more often than I do. So yeah, I'm just clipping it to this insert. Then I'm going to add some sparkles to my stash pocket, which I think this was probably not the best idea because anytime I open it, all these sequins are going to fall out. So that might be a disaster. But if you are thinking about making one of these stash pockets and just sending it to a pen pal, that would just make it so whimsical. Now I'm adding a pocket using the scrap pieces from the temporary insert cover, and I'm going to glue it in with this like tape runner. Oh, that's what it's called, right? Tape runner? I don't know why I want to keep saying liner tape. I think it's a tape runner. Anywho, this is the most basic pocket you can make, and I recommend, if you are going to make one, I recommend red liner tape for that. Now for the front, I wanted to use this heart plushie that came in my Valentine's rack, and so I just safety pinned it onto the front cover. And the great thing about fabric traveler's notebooks is that you can personalize it so much more than like a leather one, because you can safety pin plushies on the front. You can add iron-on patches. You can put your collectible Disney pins on there. The personalization is endless. There is so much more to add to this Valentine's Traveler's Notebook, so let me know what you'd like to see next. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.